I wonder if Weenie can even hear us.
It is what he said, though.
We were able to hear that.
I don't even know what he fucking said. We're just going to be doing the podcast with random inputs from Weenie.
And then you're gonna hear fucking static noise, and then he's gonna like come in like if he's talking through like the TV from the Poltergeist.
Oh my god.
And then the static cuts out, and he just kind of fades away again.
Oh man, it's like when the static comes, like you know he's about to enter, and then he says something that's completely inaudible and leaves.
But as he talks inaudibly, it somehow cuts out mine and your audio too.
No.
It fucking happened.
It actually really is happening. Exo's cutting out right now.
Hey guys, welcome to the Whack Podcast. Episode should be 3 if we're actually uploading like we should be. I'm your, for this episode, host, Ultimate Axel, and then we've got Cynic the Original, and we've also got Mr. Weenie, who's kind of here. He's just kind of talking in inaudible static, but, you know, we'll let it slide this time, and last time, and probably next time. Weenie, do you have anything to say for yourself?
Shut the fuck up, faggot.
We can hear
Why
that.
was that the clearest thing he said?
What the fuck?
Alright.
That was the clearest sentence you've made in the last 30 minutes.
There wasn't even the poltergeist static. What the heck?
There really wasn't. Exo didn't even cut out either. It was crazy.
Oh man, love to see it.
Well, that's it for the podcast. Thank you, guys.
We've solved the technical problems, now go fuck yourselves.
We really did. How are you so clear now?
Yeah, what the hell happened?
Am I?
Yeah,
He's like,
it sounds like he was.
He's
It sounds like he was trying to make us not want to do the podcast so he could go do something else. But now that it's started, he's gonna talk right.
That's what he's doing right now. He's typing in how to disconnect.
I had my phone right next to the microphone, and actually when I record and my phone's right next to the microphone, it actually creates that static you guys were talking about. So I heard you guys talking about it, and then I moved my phone away from the microphone, and everything started working again. I really don't know.
That's fucking weird. I mean, I don't know how that works, but I can relate to a degree. I used to play off of Wi-Fi, and for whatever reason, when I used to do that, whenever someone used the microwave, my Wi-Fi would just fucking die.
There's probably science behind it, but I'm too lazy to figure it out.
Relatable.
All right, Cynic, you want to hop on this first topic that we got?
What was the what was the first topic that we got?
Weenie is definitely sub-botting. All right, hear us out, guys. Yes.
Like my subs slowed down though. Like, how do you even justify that?
You're saving up for your car so you can't buy more bots.
Dude, I literally bought an Oculus Quest 2 on top of and I still have enough for a car, okay?
Okay,
Bro,
so
I
you
could
spend all
buy
that money,
bots
now
for
you
days.
can't buy more
Just
bots. Anyway, guys. Alright, so 8 months ago, he hit his 100 subscriber special, not clickbait he adds. Alright, 1 month later, he hits his 500 subs goal. Whereas me, with my much lower end content, only got to about 313 in the time of a month. Alright? Then, within 7 months, he hit his 18.8 thousand subscribers, where he's at now. 1 month ago, so 4 weeks ago, he had his 10,000 sub special, and now he's almost double that. Do you guys see what I'm getting at?
Let's be real, I know it's like you're a small channel and we're comparing to like how I was when I was your size, but get real, like my content was way better at my size, at that size, like than you're at right now. Like
I did say that.
oh,
We were also joking, asshole.
I blame autism. Go away.
He got defensive. It must be true.
Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know, man. It just seems a little off. I'm just fucking with you.
Sorry guys, I have autism spectrum disorder, which in some cases, it you know, I have trouble with sarcasm.
No, but guys, I don't think he actually is sub-biting because he kind of did have like a bunch of videos blow up out of nowhere.
Hey, go back to sucking his dick then.
No,
Yeah, come on, Axel. What the fuck?
Keep it going.
well, I mean, there's really nothing else
Why
to
don't
say
you
until
suck
he hits
Cynic's dick?
20k.
You stay far away from me.
Cynic isn't sub-botting though, so I mean,
It's okay. Cynic has his sister.
Wait, okay. I'm not from Alabama though. That's not me. That's Axel over there.
Oh, sorry. That's Axel.
from here, I just live here because my dad moved
This
us here.
podcast is burning down fast. We're all turning on each other. Come on, guys.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I had half a
Sorry.
mind to leave.
Just half? Isn't that your whole mind?
Yeah,
half. He only has half. He only has half.
And
in
that's what I
mind.
was saying. Just half?
It's Alabama education. Like no cap.
All you need to know is your address and your first name.
so
Did I just seriously like? Yeah. Keep going.
So it seems like all of us, aka me and Weenie, have started uploading, more than we were a while ago. Weenie even got a double upload today, and I've been working on some videos that I've been trying to get out. I had my Alston video, had that I Guess I'm Good Now video. That was just a small, random video. But I'm also working on another one, and Cynic's been pumping them out like crazy. So I think overall, the group of us, we're, hopping back on that train. Hopefully get somewhere.
Yeah, that was crazy, huh? You did throw out 2 videos today. Weenie. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I told my Discord server, I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna stay up all night. I'm gonna do a double upload. And funny thing was, I actually didn't finish both videos that night. I got halfway through my Switch review, and then finished it in the morning. So I technically lied, but it is what it is.
It don't matter. It was still up before the day was over. That's all that matters.
So, got a few things that we were thinking about talking about today. First thing, the big man himself. Those of you who know about
God?
this, you know who we're talking about. Got banned from a lot of socials. Twitter was the first one to do it. What are y'all's thoughts on that?
Oh, I think they had the right to do it. I mean, it is within their ability to do that. So, can't really get mad at them.
So,
He broke their
pretty,
TOS a bunch.
pretty stupid question here. I know he's banned off Twitter. What? Okay, well, multiple point question. So he's banned off Twitter. What caused him to get banned finally? And then where else was he banned besides just Twitter?
I believe Facebook either has or
yeah.
is working towards it.
I know Facebook has banned him. I saw a thing that Facebook has confirmed banned Donald J. Trump from their platform.
So, at least as far as my knowledge goes, a lot of his banning reasons was he makes a lot of posts, some of which calling out people, others of which just really cause a lot of just fight, honestly. You'll never find an angrier comment section. And a lot of his posts, especially with the election, a lot of his posts have gotten taken down because of fact checkers and vote counters saying, "Oh, this isn't true. This, isn't right. This is going to cause issues." And so I think they finally decided, okay, we're just going to stop
What was
fighting.
what was the deciding factor? Was it just because people decided to I almost said storm the castle, storm the Capitol, and it was just I don't know. Did he say anything in relation to that? And then finally Twitter was just no, we had enough of this bullshit that he's promoting.
I
don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm not educated enough on the topic.
I don't know if like he said anything about, hey, we should start a protest. I know he said don't make things violent, but I mean, obviously things did get violent in
Yeah,
places.
nobody's gonna listen to him
Yeah,
in that aspect.
yeah.
The crazy thing is
And so
storming
I mean,
the Capitol when this dude's out of office in like 2 weeks. Like, it's not gonna change anything.
I thought he was out of office like in a few days, not weeks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was within a week, probably sooner. But I don't know. I don't pay attention to that. That's why I said a couple weeks. But yeah, you're probably right. Within a couple days. It's just so stupid, man.
yeah.
Someone said it was like 2021 is kind of just 2020 all over again. Like the beginning of 2020, we had COVID happen, and now at the beginning of 2021, we're having all this political bullshit, and COVID's starting to mutate.
Okay, so like in the beginning of 2020, we had the World War III scare.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of that's like a big political shit fire. So that's basically what's happening now, about the same time frame, you know. So maybe we'll get a new virus or upgraded, like coronavirus 2.0, COVID-19 2.0.
Well, I mean, from what it sounds like, it's already mutating.
Yeah.
Dude, awesome.
Yeah, haven't you heard? UK's got a new strand, and it's supposedly deadlier and more contagious.
And it's also supposed to make people blind sometimes.
What the fuck? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, there's been some cases where people will get it and they'll actually go blind. They'll lose their seeing. Some people it's temporary, other people it's like they're still under that effect.
Damn. First, what was it? Taste. Now
Yeah,
it's a
now
literal
it's-
sight.
Yeah, so it's
say just
literally
shoot
turning us
anybody
into
that gets
bats. It's literally turning us into bats.
It started from bats, and now we're gonna end up as bats. Guys, just start learning echolocation now. It's inevitable.
I mean, Winnie's not wrong. I think we should just mass collect anybody that has it and just get rid of them. Because if there's
Yeah.
nobody with it, there's no people to spread it. And then we'll just do like a mass cleaning of all the different countries, and we should be okay.
If we just literally nuke everybody, we'll be fine.
I say we just nuke the UK.
Just the UK.
Just the UK.
Send the British people to where they belong.
Let God sort them out.
Yeah. Let God separate the sick from the healthy.
Oh, that's yeah. I was playing Serious Sam earlier, and you hop into a giant mech, and as it's booting up, it says rockets are ready, and then it says let God sort them out, and like there's crosses painted all around the mech. So I just thought that portion was kind of funny.
Is Serious Sam any good? Like, I've thought of getting it.
They just came out with the survival mode. I want to invest a little bit more time into it, but when the game came out, like my biggest problem with it is it's fun, but going from level to level, they strip you of your weapons, which is kind of fucking
Bruh.
stupid. So
What?
Really?
yeah, I think it fucking hurts it, because there's some levels where you have literal hordes of enemies coming at you, and then the game takes the minigun away from you, or it'll take rockets away from you, and it's like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do against all these fucking giant ass monsters, and all I have is a knife and a pistol.
So it really
Right.
forces you to be able to like use your different weapons and abilities. Like
No?
kind of how
If
Doom
it
Eternal
takes
does, but to an
away-
extreme.
Yeah, but with Doom, you still
Doom
have
gives you the tools to use against it.
No,
and
I'm
this is
saying,
just
like-
ha ha ha, I'm taking them away from you.
No, I'm saying like a Doom playstyle, you kind of have to be able to use your different tools, but like, you know, you're not forced to use specific ones. But like that one, they'll take away certain things, and so like you have to be able to handle whatever your like best tool is at the time. I said it's like Doom, but fucked up.
yeah, but with Doom,
Retard.
you have like dashing, and then you have monkey bars, and it just seems like even in like the classic mode context where your arsenal is stripped of you, you still feel like you're not really at odds. You know, like you're put in a position where you have to use your knowledge of the game and know how to move. In Serious Sam, you don't have a dash, you're just running, and then you basically have to be good at like normal dodging, kind of like, and then
just strafing from side to side.
Yeah, pretty much straight from side to side, and then you gotta like find a way to manage your resources a little bit better because some guns do require you to reload. Not all of them, but like your assault rifle and then your pistol and at least the shotguns you do have to kind of like pump. But I don't know. The later levels though, where you have like your entire arsenal and all the fucking enemies are rushing at you, that shit is fun. But when they take your weapons away from you, I think it's hurting itself big time. It's kind of like shooting itself in the foot. That's why I want to invest a little bit more time in the survival mode to see exactly how that pans out, because they just added it. But yeah, I'll probably end up doing not a review, but like a little bit of a how do I put it? Like yeah, because I got the game as a review copy, and when the game first launched, it was rough, dude.
You got a review copy?
Mm-hmm.
How do you get review copies? Like, I'm like seeing smaller creators than me get review copies, and I'm just like, how? I guess I've never looked into it, so that's kind of on me.
As a smaller creator, though, angling like that is kind of a dick move. I feel like if you have 10,000 or more subs, then you're kind of in the right. Versus if you're like 10,000 lower, then you're just like, let me see if I can get free shit, you know, just for the sake of having free stuff. But there's a number of ways to go about it. You can hit them up on Twitter, or you can try and find, like, for instance, on Steam, I found the development team, which was Crow Team, and I can't remember exactly how I reached out to them. I might have emailed them, or I might have found like one of the directors, and then I got in contact with them through that. I also got in contact with I got a review copy for Saints Row 3 Remastered too. That one,
what?
I contacted Deep Silver, and Deep Silver, I guess, forwarded me to I forget the development team, and then they kind of reached out to me.
Dude, Saints Row was like such a big game of like, I used to play the hell out of that. Low-key jealous.
Yeah, Saints Row. Oh man, that's my childhood right there. The Saints Row 3, I preferred over Grand Theft Auto 4, and I got so much shit for always saying that.
Honestly, I completely agree with you though. Even Saints Row 4, I feel like, was better than GTA 4. That's a really controversial one, but that's mainly because like I just played the heck out of that game and like nothing else, and I like 100% it and everything. Got literally everything in the game. I was kind of obsessed with it at the time. But yeah,
that's understandable. See, like with me, I think I played so much GTA or Grand Theft Auto 4 anyways, that I felt like it was so narrative focused that it kind of suffered gameplay wise, and Saints Row made up gameplay wise, and that's why I preferred it over Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah.
I only played Saints Row 4, and I don't really like GTA 5.
You can leave. No.
I have Gat Out of Hell, but I actually never finished it because I didn't find it that intriguing.
It just
they're working on a new Saints Row right now.
That I might play.
Possibly a 6, or well, I mean,
No.
They did Agents of Mayhem, and they did like Gat Out of Hell, so it'd probably have to be something like after that. And would they even continue with the same characters?
I don't know, dude. That's the big question right now. So when Saints Row 3 Remastered was announced, everyone on Twitter was basically harassing I forget the development team. Volition. They were harassing Volition, and
Volition, yeah.
Yeah, and the official Saints Row Twitter account basically tweeted and said, "Hey, we understand that all you guys want the next Saints Row game, which I think would technically be Saints Row 5." And they pinged, I guess you can say, Volition. They said Volition's working on Saints Row 5 right now. We have Saints Row 3 to hold you out in the meantime. So they confirmed it, but they weren't really saying if it's a new story or if it's picking up where Saints Row 4 left off. Because obviously, Get Out of Hell is not canon. I think they were just doing it for the fuck of it. Well, Agents of Mayhem, I think, was them just trying something different that no one liked.
I actually really wanted to play Agents of Mayhem when I heard of it, but apparently it was bad or something, so...
Yeah,
That's how I
was
feel
in the
about a
film.
lot of games. There's a lot of games that like I hear about and I get so ridiculously excited for and I just want to play them. And then, I usually am not able to get a game when it first comes out. And so I'll hear what other people say about it and I'll find out that they absolutely hate it. And I'm just like, "Oh my god." That I don't get it. Like
Yeah.
that happened with Death Stranding. I wanted Death Stranding and then I heard that it was ass. If I wouldn't have gotten Cyberpunk from somebody gifting it to me on Steam, I probably would have been a little late to getting it, hearing it. Nobody liked it because of all the bugs, and then not ever getting it. And just a few other things, like Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. I was going to get that because I loved Garden Warfare 1 and 2. And then I heard that Battle for Neighborville was really bad, and so I didn't end up getting it.
Dude, I pre-ordered Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Is that the
That
co-op
was
one?
probably my least favorite.
Yeah, that's
Why?
the one with
Which-
BJ's daughters. It doesn't have to be played co-op because it has it has the story, but there's just the option to play. And I was really hyped because it's just a continuation of this story, and it was like $40. I pre-ordered it on Nintendo Switch, mind you. And
That's justifiable.
well, I played it for literally 10 minutes and set it down for, not even kidding, months.
So, so I take it was really as bad as everyone said it was.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
it
like
just
it
wasn't
either.
fun.
I'm really hoping that they just don't acknowledge that game was ever made, and that they either
Yeah.
reboot the next Wolfenstein or they're just like, "Hey, we're gonna continue on from the new Colossus." Or
Yeah, they really should continue on from the new Colossus. I really like that one.
They
Yeah.
should just be like, "Sorry guys, we fucked up. This one was just a prank. It's not canon."
It's not canon. There should be a crossover with Doomguy and BJ.
That would be pretty cool.
Because BJ hinted at, okay, so you know how in the new Colossus he had that device which like he found and hinted to like opening up other realities, and then in Youngblood he confirmed that he saw into other realities and stuff like that. It'd be really cool if they made a game where it was BJ like going through those realities and just like fucking Doomguy, and there's just like a little collab. That'd be honestly awesome.
I would
Oh,
like
man.
to. I'd like to see that or play that.
Because we know that Doomguy does exist in the same universe. So, yeah, that'd be pretty chill.
Be pretty cool.
I'd kind of be vibing.
Hey, Cynic, what's that purple and black streaming service called?
purple and black
Twitch.
streaming service.
Yeah.
Twitch is not black though.
Oh my god.
It-
Well, you said it. We're talking about it. So, the removal of PogChamp from Twitch.
Wait, you're colorblind. I feel like we need to talk about this. How do you get your colors wrong?
Shut
Yeah,
the fuck
bro.
up. Anyway. So, they removed PogChamp from Twitch. Thoughts on that? We already know how Weenie feels about it. He made a whole video on it.
Yeah, I'm confused. What inspired the removal of podcast? Personally, I fuck Twitch. That's my stance on Twitch. Period.
I hate
but
Twitch.
Yeah, honestly,
what was the
everything
inspiration
about
behind
Twitch.
that being removed?
So Gutex, the face of PogChamp,
Mm-hmm.
he made a tweet basically saying after like somebody at the Capitol like got killed, he's like basically saying, well, are we gonna have any more civil unrest about this? Like basically those exact words. And everybody took it as like, and I'm pretty sure he even meant it like this as well, like we need to have more civil unrest on this because this lady got killed, you know?
Uh-huh.
Basically. So that's why Twitch was like, oh no, he's bad. He's being controversial. We need to remove him from our platform. You know?
Yeah, and so they just
Basically, in a nutshell. So they just removed the emote with his face on it.
and now they're saying they hope that we can find a new thing that'll be like the face of, Twitch and like Twitch chat reactions and shit.
Yeah,
Kinda
that's
bullshit.
Probably. That's probably not going to go very far.
Yeah.
Trying to be cool and hip with the kids.
Dude, the new face should be Alinity tossing her cat in the air. I would support that.
That would be hilarious.
I
Yeah,
would
just like a
support-
gif, like keep eating her cat. Maybe with some added like VFX of the cat just splattering on the wall behind her. Dude, that'd be absolutely amazing.
It's like one of those old school explosive animations.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah. I support that.
We're gonna come
Animal
up with the next
abuse.
Twitch
Fuck
chat.
yeah.
We're gonna come up with the next Twitch chat emote.
Dude, you know that gif I made of basically my YouTube avatar just shooting himself in the head?
Hmm.
That's gonna be the most hype. That's gonna be the hype moments emote for Twitch in the future. No cap.
Also,
It's gonna
Cynic.
be a trend. Just content creators shooting themselves in the head.
I mean, I can name a few that did that. Anyway, Cynic, why do you hate Twitch? Like, I agree with you. I just want to know, like, your point on it.
Well, first
Women.
off, I've
Women.
well, that's no. Oh, they all deserve to be beaten on camera, but not. I don't know, dude. The
Well, I mean,
fucking
that
website
looks
sucks
like
ass.
beating off on camera. Yeah, I agree. It does kind of suck, especially
Right.
with the moderators that nobody knows who they are.
Well, that too, but I mean, like their app is horribly unoptimized. Whenever I hop into it, it's laggy as fuck. So I just don't use the app. Even the website's kind of shitty. To Weenie's point, mods suck as well. It's just a bias, bro. You know,
Yeah,
I can't get behind the sexism. And fuck Amazon. I used to work for Amazon, so I already know they just bought Twitch for the sake of trying to compete with YouTube as lazily as they can.
yeah.
See,
Yeah, what did you do at Amazon? Did you just like pack boxes?
Now as a driver,
Oh, fun.
he owned Amazon.
Wait, don't they like just use UPS though, or do they have their own like carrier service?
nah. So Amazon is cheap as fuck. So what they do is they have contracts with third-party companies. So they'll basically be like, okay, we have this volume. We're gonna give these certain packages to the post office. We're gonna give this amount to UPS, this amount to FedEx, and then the rest of these we're gonna try to use our quote-unquote our drivers, but it's not their drivers. Like they'll work for other companies. Like the company I worked for was called Arkwinds. So they're wearing Amazon uniforms, but they're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
technically Amazon employees. So if that driver gets into trouble, they're basically getting yelled at from two different companies on the same day. So you get yelled at by your supervisor, the company you work for, then you get yelled at by Amazon.
Dude, nice. Did you
Yeah.
ever get that?
Not a little bit, more or less, but my supervisor was cool as fuck. It was more like, hey, and I'm getting yelled at because you're fucking up. But I wasn't really fucking up. I was just like for instance, we would have these phones to communicate with our supervisor, but we can also communicate with each other. And it turns out that when we communicate with each other, Amazon can monitor, even though it's our phones, Amazon, or not our personal phones, our company's phones, Amazon can monitor it. So I happen to make a joke, right? Because Amazon can't organize any of their shit. I would have tons of boxes in my van that's not on my route. So I would make a joke along the lines of, hey guys, do you need any extra packages? I seem to have about 6 crates left. And someone else was like, oh yeah, I'm looking for, I don't know, he made a joke about extra draws or some shit. And then I was like, dude, nice, fuck that. You can have these draws, and then anything else we find we can just sell on eBay. We get some free money out of it. And then my supervisor tapped in and messaged everyone. He's like, hey, I need you guys to calm down on this. Remember, Amazon can monitor this, and what you just said is grounds of fraud. I'm like, it's fucked up. Just a joke.
That is kind of like, iffy.
Yo,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw in, just kind of add to like what y'all were saying about Twitch. People ask me a lot, not too often, but like usually once every other stream, maybe twice, something like that. Why I don't use Twitch, like why I'd rather use YouTube. And honestly, like, it's very, I mean, you guys are right, like the website and the app just fucking suck. It's hard to traverse, and like the moment you open up their website, there's this big blaring ad or just whatever they want you to see that doesn't, like, if you mute it, it doesn't stay muted when you come back to the website. And so like it's just yelling at you the entire fucking time, and it's really obnoxious, and I hate that. But like also just, it's very unforgiving to people who don't already have pretty decent sized audience. Because like all over the front page is those big streams of what we think you would like or consider trying, stuff like that. And it's those big streamers, you know, or just people who have a bunch of folks at their streams. But like, you actually, to find some of the smaller streamers, you know, the people who are really trying on there, like, you have to search up whatever game it is that they might be streaming, and then you have to search, like, you have to go all the way to the bottom, past all the people who, you know, actually have a sizable audience on there, and, you know, you have to find them. And there's usually so many of them.
Like, you gotta dig through like hundreds of zero, like, viewer streams.
Yeah. And, you know, and it's also so crowded with just like bullshit streams, you know, like half the time you don't even know what they're saying. You know, it's just very unoptimized, and so people don't really try, you know, to like go find smaller streamers either. Because I know occasionally I'll go do that, and, you know, I'll like, you know, I like to sometimes go to a small stream and like give them a follow and talk to them in chat, you know, maybe brighten up their day or whatever. But like, I'll go and the dude will start speaking Portuguese to me, and I have no clue what the hell he's saying.
A man
You know?
speaking pork.
Well, that's Muslim.
No,
But-
that's the anti-Muslims, basically American.
Yeah, you've got a point. But it's just like nobody ever really wants to go to that point on Twitch, you know? And anybody who goes on that website anyway already knows what they're about to go watch, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just, unless you have a nice sized audience, there's really no point for you to be on there. Even YouTube is better about, they could search up something, or it might show up on their homepage, and they could be like, oh shoot, let me check this out real quick, and they'll show up and there it is. You know, I find it a lot better, and I mean, YouTube definitely isn't the nicest towards the smaller creators, but like, it definitely is a bit more open to showing your content and your streams rather than Twitch is. So, That's why I hate Twitch and I don't use it. And their website just fucking sucks. You open it and you're getting yelled at.
Yeah, I just don't support Amazon. Period. I have a lot of fun stories.
That's why I hate McDonald's, because I work there.
I
Like, no other
don't
reason.
hate my job.
Yeah,
Mad.
keep flexing about you liking your job. Fuck off.
Yeah, but you're still getting paid minimum wage.
Ooh,
Don't.
are you cutting out a little bit? You sound like Weenie.
Axel just, like, seriously cut out. Like, whoa.
No, I make more than minimum wage.
By what?
25 cents. A
No,
buck.
I'm
That's generous.
No, I make 10.
$10 an hour?
Yeah.
Hold up. Let me just introduce you to something. Minimum wage in California is 15. So 10
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
insulting.
but like, I know, but here it is.
Minimum
Here
wage
that's
here is $7.25.
here like that's something to get on your knees and suck dick for. $10 an hour at 16. Like,
I'm sure a lot of people would want a 16-year-old sucking their dick.
For $10.
here they do. God, there's so many creepy old men. One time, one of my neighbors, he's like 90 something years old. He wanted to show me how he puts his catheter in his penis.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, he was like, he was
Catheter.
basically.
Wait, you don't
in,
know
like,
what that is?
Not
basically
effing-
it's a piss bag,
Yeah.
right?
How do you not
Oh,
know
yeah.
what that is?
Never mind.
Where like you can't hold it anymore. Yeah, so he was talking to me and I was just trying to be nice and friendly with him because I saw him outside doing some yard work, and I come over there and I start talking to him, trying to help him out, and he goes off somewhere completely different. He starts telling me about how he can't hold his piss anymore, and so he needs a catheter, and he starts unzipping his pants, telling me he's gonna show me, and I'm like, I'm all right, man, I'm all right. And he's like, no, I just want you to look. And I literally left. Like, I dropped the stuff that I was holding, and I'm pretty sure one of the logs actually like rolled down and hit him in the leg.
He
and
looked. He definitely
His
watched.
penis fell off.
I left. I was like, man,
he definitely
fuck
watched.
this. Dude, I'm telling y'all, people here in Alabama, they fucking love children. It's crazy out here.
You guys ever play Hotline Miami? I'm kind of bringing this back to video games.
No, I've not. I've wanted to play it, and I've seen it for a while, but I actually never played it because, well, I have shitty internet and I can't download anything.
What about you, Exhale?
No, I never played it. I think at one point I wanted to, but like I just never really cared to.
You guys ever play Mother Gunship?
Nope.
Have you heard of Mother Gunship?
No.
Nope.
I might buy that right now. But anyways, the reason why I bring up Hotline Miami is because I tried this game today called, I think it was called Post Void. Let me find it real quick. Yeah, and it's like a first-person version of Hotline Miami. It's like, yeah, Post Void. So basically, the way it is it's got that pixelated look of Hotline Miami,
Mhm.
and in one hand you have like a little head, and it's an idol, and in the idol is liquid, and the liquid in the idol is basically your health, and you have it's also a timer. So you have to kill enemies for your liquid to refill, and you got about 20 seconds to get to the exit. It's actually a pretty cool game. It's only like $3 on Steam.
Sounds cool.
Dude, I bought Dusk and Ultra Kill.
Yeah,
Those
I bought
are
it.
basically the games I'm using to consume my time.
So I
I was gonna say that I have a fuck ton of games. I don't know what to even invest my time into. I bought Wraith Aeon of Ruin. Have you guys heard of that game? I doubt it.
no.
No, not at all.
It sounds like you just got the Xbox Game Pass and started downloading all that stupid shit nobody's ever heard of.
Oh no, this one's actually fucking dope. I'll send you guys. I'll link it to you guys in fucking Steam. It's got like movement of Quake, and it's got like that
sort of like
old Doom look.
Dust.
Yeah, almost exactly like Dust. I feel like this is just a tad bit faster paced.
Yeah, that's good because Dusk is a bit too slow paced for me. Plus, the fact that you have to completely restart the level if you die kind of pisses me off. But you know.
Oh yeah, that sucks. Nah, this one, you can actually save wherever you want. You just hit a button. So if you die, you respawn at that point.
Oh yeah, you can save in Dusk. Jesus, why didn't I ever think to use that?
For me, recent games I've started playing, or just like what I've been playing to keep me busy. I have the Game Pass, so I got Sea of Thieves downloaded, and I've been playing it with my friend, and we're so
Dude,
fucking
just
bad at that
doxing
game.
people.
Oh, for real.
And like,
Oh, and by the
We-
way, Cynic, UX, if you didn't notice, you said your own name a while back, so whoever's editing might then want to cut that out.
I was gonna tell him about that at the end too.
I said my own name.
Yeah. In the Amazon story.
Mhm.
I've said it a couple times in my Discord. It's whatever.
Anyways,
But like that game is fun and all, but sometimes I get bored and like I'm just like he's over there trying to play it seriously and I get to where I just quit caring. And like I'll just burn down our own ship and like watch him try to kill the fire and shit, and it's just funny. And then I've also just been like working on Doom, like trying to get better at it and beat the UAC master level, because that shit is crazy, dude. I cannot beat it, and I feel like I'm getting a lot better, so I feel like I'll eventually be able to beat it. Speaking of Doom,
dude, I get my quest 2 this Wednesday.
let's go.
I'm so hyped.
You should be. Speaking of Doom, in March it's gonna be pulling up on its first year anniversary. Do you guys think like we're gonna get anything cool or special for that? I mean, obviously they're gonna do something, but like, what are you guys thinking / hoping for?
I'm just to say, like, on the anniversary, I'm probably gonna drop like my actual full-on review of the game. You know, like a year after,
Yeah.
with like the actual like full-on within like all the mechanics. Probably gonna be like a good half-hour review. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I got planned for the anniversary.
But my question was, what are you guys thinking they're gonna drop, or like, what are you guys hoping for? Whether that be like some cool skins, some really cool and fun event, a certain type of update. Like, what are you guys thinking?
You know, it'd be the coolest thing ever
What?
if they just out of the blue said, "Here you guys go, Snap Map 2.0. We're sorry for not really getting kind of like because COVID fucked everything over, and they had to push invasion mode off to the side. Instead of working on invasion mode, we were working on Snap Map, and they dropped that, and they're like, "Here you guys go." I think that'd be fucking awesome.
That would be really awesome. I wish they would drop that, because not everybody knows how to like make custom encounters, and even those who do, like, it's kind of a pain in the ass to do it, because you have to do all kinds of shit. Like, I only knew the bare bones of it, and it'd be really cool if people could start like making their own levels and start creating encounters on their own, so that way they could kind of even just practice against things.
Yeah, I
Like-
want it to be fucking broken. I'm gonna plug something in here. So tomorrow, or I don't know, whenever this podcast goes up, should already have it out. I made a video on how obviously Eternal has classic mode, and then Doom 2016 has arcade mode, and then bringing up the idea of modifying the gameplay, like having modifiers that you can turn on and off during the master levels, not even just the campaign. I think it'd be cool if they, keeping classic mode, they kind of introduce like a modified version where it's a hybrid of classic and arcade mode, where you keep your entire arsenal, but in the similar vein of classic mode, your runes are basically taken from you. And then the modifiers are a combination of the runes, some of the cheat codes from the campaign, like famine mode, haste, and maybe a couple of other ones. And then from there you get some like really cool, neat combinations on running through the master levels. Like, I brought up the idea of having a specific modifier where whenever you activate the ice bomb, a pool of lava is generated underneath your feet. So you gotta stay moving in order for that lava to not light your ass on fire. And it's only active while demons are frozen. So it kind of makes you think like, okay, if I hit this tyrant with an ice bomb, do I have an avenue to hit him twice with a blood punch and then stay constantly moving and not get stuck on a carcass or any fodder demon, you know?
Yeah, like you gotta stay moving.
Yeah.
That would also be a good way of just getting better overall because of how crucial movement is. And like if your ass is getting blasted by lava because, you know, your fat ass isn't moving around, that really could just help you improve.
And you know how like a lot of people ballista boost on, you know, in Doom?
Yeah.
I think it'd be neat to have like a modifier where instead of shooting yourself backwards, if you try to ballista boost intentionally or unintentionally, it projects you forward, kind of like a meat hook.
So like you really have to learn how to stay back and like, you know, control the area.
Like you kind of have to think, or even how id Software was trying to get people to stop Super Shotgun ballista combinations so heavily in the DLC. Having a modifier like that, I think, would be like a nice addition to saying, hey, don't rely so heavily on the ballista, because in this context, you're gonna fuck yourself over. Like if you're fighting the Marauder and you pull out the ballista, yeah, you're gonna get that shot off, but at the same time, you're kind of rocketing yourself towards the Marauder. So if he blocks it, then you basically just fucked yourself over because you're now launched into his shield.
Yeah. You know something I think would be pretty cool? If they, like, made an enemy or just a section where enemies had, like, this type of effect on them or something, just one time, where they went through and looked at everything that people do, like, the mainstream things to handle each thing. So, like, say a Marauder, right? Usually you try to stop him with the ballista or the super shotgun, right? What if they gave him an effect just for like one fight or something where he requires you to do something different from that, where you cannot rely on the usual tactics, or like say weak points, you can't use like the ballista or precision bolt on weak points. You know, you can't lock on mod on like the snakes or archviles, stuff like that. Blood punch on cybermancubi doesn't work. That kind of stuff. Like whatever the main thing is doesn't work now. Like you have to use something else.
That sounds a little too close to like the concept of the spirit. I think what would make a little bit more sense if like they introduce a certain demon type where in that specific encounter, whatever you try to use on them without thinking, you can't use during the rest of that fight.
So like it'll take the first 2 or 3 seconds of whatever you do
aimed at
then
it
those
specifically.
things don't work.
Yeah, so like without thinking, let's say you hit him with the blood punch or you pull out precision bolt. You know, those two things are now you can't use it on them because they're invulnerable to that, or super shocking, or I think it'd be cool if even you try to BFG it kind of cheaply, then it's now immune to that.
I could see that getting taken advantage of, though.
Yeah, 100%. But if they incorporate it into fights where a lot of demons are kind of already, like for instance, the Marauder already has your attention, and maybe there's an Archvile there as well, then, without really thinking, you're kind of just chipping away at everything that's in the arena, and you might actually hit the demon with something that might screw you over. So I agree.
Yeah.
It's got to be interjected in fights that are too intense for you to really be able to focus.
Or even a way it could be used is like it goes in completely randomly. Like it doesn't show up like when that demon first spawned, but it's like one or two demons in that fight. Like that, but you don't know which one, you don't know when it's going to happen. It could be half dead when it shows up. Or when it takes that effect.
To that credit, I think it would be cool if empowered demons work like that then.
Oh, that would be cool.
Because
you're in the middle of a fight, and then like you're up close to them, just handling them like just trying to get up close and mean with them, take them out, and then they all of a sudden get faster and stronger and wipe your ass out. Like the mirror.
And what you would normally use on them doesn't work. Like a particular instance would be in the Super Gore Master level. There's a part where a pain elemental drops, and it's just that. My go-to would be just to lock on burst, and it'll take care of it. But now, because it's empowered and that's your go-to, it's like, well, fuck, what am I going to use? Should I just lock onto it, get rid of that, and then should I switch to the heavy cannon? So that way those are the two weapons that it's invulnerable to, and then I could just ballista super shotgun, or...
Yeah, and it'd be cool if like it does that, a few seconds after it shows up, where like you haven't had time to just completely cheese it yet, but you also like don't immediately know that it's got that effect, so you handle it a different way. Like it forces you to adapt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that actually would be really cool.
That'd be badass as even just a mod.
Yeah. That honestly, I think that would be pretty cool. Oh man, that honestly sounds like a lot of fun, really. So we've kind of talked about Doom Eternal coming up on its like new year, stuff like that. What do you guys think? I'm just going to kind of keep it on Doom for the last little bit of this podcast. What do you guys think they're going to do after? Like, DLC Part 2 is dropped. What do you think their next plan might be? Like, this is just guessing, or what you're hoping they might do.
Yeah. You want to take this one, Weenie? You've been kind of quiet. Good talk.
Do you want me to go first, since I had you take the last one?
Yeah, go ahead.
I honestly hope that they don't make another Doom game, okay? And with that, I mean, I hope that they just continuously add to Doom Eternal, right? The name of it makes it perfect, it's like Doom Eternal is covering the entirety of Doom, like the beginning, the middle, the end, like all of that type of stuff, right? I think it would be really cool if next they made like a pre-DLC, everything that took place before Doom 2016, like why were you in that, like whatever that container was you were in, or even like let you play through how Doom Guy started, like you weren't really that special, and then you meet the Seraphim, and then you move on from there, all that kind of stuff. I think that would be really awesome if they would let you play through more timelines, and with that I mean it'd be really cool if DLC Part 2 took place before, because we see all these flashbacks in like Terrasenabad and Sentinel Prime. It'd be cool if they gave us a DLC where we could actually like physically play and witness more of what happened there, because like we hear about it in the codex pages, but I mean, what about there would we not want to be able to play? You know what I mean? Like, I just think it'd be really cool if they, instead of making a whole new game with whole new mechanics that people would have to learn, new loops and all that stuff, and a game that could just end up being a potential flop, take a game that already does it right and just continue to improve on the bugs, but also, just add to it, make more story and stuff. So I hope that they, make like a pre-DLC that takes place before, whether that be before 2016 or between 2016 and Eternal, or just, Doom Guy's beginning. I just really think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, but from what it sounds like, if that was to be the case, that might be like a, because if I'm not mistaken, it looks like they're planning on making another Doom game. And
Yeah.
with them kind of being against the idea of Snap Map, or, with them really not even entertaining publicly the concept of a horde mode officially, then I don't really see that as being realistic. It would be neat though. If they were to ever do that, then it would probably be kind of like a spin-off, like how these days we get games that are like not full retail price, but they're like a small experience, kind of like you have Far Cry 5 and then the follow-up is Far Cry New Dawn, where it's a continuation of the story, but it's not really a full game. It's kind of just a DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be more of a route that they would go while they work on the next Doom game.
Yeah. I was saying that more as like a hope, not as much as I think that's what they would do. But yeah, I mean, I definitely get what you mean. I just kind of wish that they would do that, because as I see it, Doom Eternal did it right. Like they made the loop, like the combat, they made that right. They made all the mechanics, like movement wise, they made that right. Visually, the game is amazing, all that kind of stuff. I think if they just continue to wrinkle out bugs and, just continue to add to it, but not let it turn into like a Destiny game where like to, be able to go through the rest of the story, you have to, pay them $200 for all the different DLC. I just really think that would be awesome. Basically, my look on it is, if it's not broke, why fix it, or why make a new one? But like, if they were to add more to it, what would you hope for? Or if they were to make a new Doom game, what would you hope that they would make? Or, give to you, whether that's story or gameplay or whatever.
I don't know. Right now, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, beyond just the basic, horde mode, endless mode, I think it'd be neat to kind of build off that in a way where, like the Mihawk as an example, the cooldown is non-existent. You kind of have really just a game mode where you can go fucking crazy against hordes of demons, but as far as abilities and anything else goes, it's hard to say, because when I played Doom 2016, the first thing that came to mind was literally, this game needs a dash. Coming from COD to Doom, I felt like even though you're walking faster, I felt like the gameplay wasn't faster. Going from 2016,
all you're doing is walking.
Yeah, I know, but you're still walking faster than, it's still fast paced. I just felt like it wasn't fast enough.
No, I was agreeing with you.
I see. And then with Eternal, it feels damn near perfect. It's kind of hard to say, well, this needs that or it needs that. I'm sure id Software kind of built a basis with how to build off of it beforehand.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll get surprised. Like I threw out the idea of having a ground slam, which I think is neat, but how that'll play into the combat loop, or if it's gonna work against specific demons down the road, who knows? But
Yeah.
it really is hard to say with what we're given right now.
Yeah. It would be really nice, for them to add something like that, especially to handle like large crowds. On what you were saying about how like they kind of made it into something that you can add on. I do like really agree with that. You can see that with like how they decided to include empowered demons, the way they built those encounters. A lot of the demons that you find encountered most of the time are the demons that are like showing up from the sky or like breaking out of walls.
If you have shitty internet, do not update your profile picture.
All right.
Why would you decide to do that?
For the podcast, I realized I did not have a coordinating profile picture, and then I just got cut from the conversation for God knows how long.
I mean, to be honest with you, I probably was just going to throw gameplay that fits the story, or I was probably just going to actually edit it and just have shit go on in the background.
Okay, well, fair. Okay.
We tried
I'm here
getting
now.
you and you didn't respond. Well, glad to have you.
Welcome back.
Hi.
No, but we have Weenie, throwing his opinion here as well. But to kind of add to what you were saying, or what we were saying on how fights and everything is built in a way that they kind of want to build off of in the future. I also think that there's things that we as players are starting to do that id Software never anticipated, like how we use certain combinations and how we decide to prioritize certain demons. Maybe they were thinking, okay, maybe a player will go this way, and instead we all go that way. And while we're coming up with ideas and how, we're teaching them how we play the game, they're reconsidering thoughts that they might have had, but turned them down because maybe for balancing purposes they felt like it wasn't a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, I think we definitely did like throw them off guard whenever we started like doing the different combos and things like that just really threw off kind of how people originally played. And I think that's just kind of people trying to optimize. You can't really prepare for optimization until it happens, because there's no telling what that is going to be, and I mean, yeah, I do really think that you kind of hit it spot on with how they were building the fights and stuff. Weenie, your thoughts?
Huh?
What? I think that sums up the podcast. What's going on here?
Huh?
Speaking of that, how long have we been recording?
An hour and 10 minutes, but to keep in mind, I was recording 6 minutes prior to your intro.
I don't know what
we're
Weenie's doing.
What's going
Anyway,
on up there?
Thank you guys. Thank you guys all so much for coming out to the Whack Podcast, episode 3. Cynic will be the one editing this one and uploading it, so no guarantees on when or how long it'll take. He's usually pretty good about getting stuff out, so I have no doubts. To sum up this podcast, absolutely nothing actually happened this episode.
Isn't that every episode, though? I mean, let's be honest.
It's roughly.